everybody. So I just went live on Instagram and I think I have more people to watch over here. So I'm going to go live here. All right. So first, thank you all for your fabulous comments on my previous posts. So I really appreciate that. And yay. And second, because, we're all now sitting at home, I figured I would put on my little consulting hat and I would come on and give some out-of-the-box ideas and how you can create some more momentum in your performing arts career while you're at home that doesn't necessarily cost you any money. So these are some leveling up ideas. Hold on. Somebody's saying hi and I can't see you because, oh, there we go. Oh, Anna, hi. How are you? Oh my gosh. Blast in the past. Hello. Oh my goodness, so many people are joining me. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about how to level up your performing arts career during this strange time when we're only at home. So there you go. And while I love the idea of being able to sit on my couch and watch everything on Netflix and every other streaming channel, I also want to be able to do some things that I don't normally have time to do, because, we always complain that we don't have enough time. Now we have plenty of time. And I also am a firm believer in the fact that, what you focus on expands. And I have seen that many times in my life. And so now I'm going to sort of just give you some ideas and thinking outside of the box on how you too can create a little bit more momentum. Okay, so here are some ideas. I wrote them all down on these fabulous little cards. So I can't always read my writing all the time. So there you go. Okay, so here we go. Number one, if you're going to binge watch your television shows, fine. I just have a little bit more of a smarter way of doing that, which is, obviously this is for actors out there, depending on your market. Let's say you're here in New York with me, or you're in LA or wherever, and you want to do work in the TV and film field, then obviously this is the time to be binge watching those shows that you could get auditions for. Because honestly, in the TV and film world, your auditions come with very little notice for most of the time, and you're not going to have time to binge watch the season or the seasons of shows that you're having that audition for. And wouldn't it be nice to know that if you're going in mid-season for a television show, wouldn't it be nice to already know the story arc, perhaps where your character might come in, or at least watch the first season so you can know what the show's about, what the tone of the show is about. Perhaps you'll be able to see more of why you as an individual are being called in. You'll be able to find out what they're wearing on the show. You'll be able to make smart decisions about your audition when it actually rolls around, because again, what you focus on expands. Oh, Tracy, hey. Hope the baby is so great. And Leah, hello, everybody. Okay, if you have questions, you can shout them out to me. Meanwhile, I'm just going to move on. Okay, so you got that. Be smart about what you're binge watching on television so that you can use the time now to catch up on the TV shows that you might get an audition for, or perhaps you'll even find a show that's shooting in your area that you're like, oh my gosh, I could be on this show, and then you could IMDb it and figure out who the creatives are, and then you can send them a postcard and you can meet them in a class, and you can have all of this stuff ready to go so that when this whole crazy is over, you can figure out how to meet these people and get on the show. See, there you go. Okay, so let's see. The next thing I was going to talk about is, let's talk about, as far as auditions go as well, is most of us are pretty smart about knowing the business and where we fit. In which case, and this is again more TV related than theater related, but TV is definitely more specific in like the outfits that you would wear into an audition. You don't want to dress in a costume, but you do want to emulate a little bit of the world that you're going in for. So again, after you will have binge watched these fabulous shows that you could be on during this time, you can then go to your closet and make sure that you have the outfits to cover those auditions. You could create those outfits, take the time to look through your closet, make a list of the things that you don't have so that later on you can go out and go shopping for those items wherever, the thrift store, wherever they might be. And again, what you focus on expands, because let's just face it, when you put your effort towards something, usually it comes back to you. And I would take a gander that once you do all of that, you're probably going to get an audition. We're going to be like, oh my gosh, I picked out that perfect outfit. The next thing I'm going to move towards is self-tapes, because now with the state of things. Most of us are going to be doing self-tapes, whether it's for TV or theater. So now is the time to go in your house and practice how to make a great self-tape in your house with your phone. You don't need any fancy equipment, but if you do, there are plenty of resources online where you could order those. I know the Actor CEO podcast has a great self-tape setup, so go check him out there. But meanwhile, find which lamps in your house are going to give you the best light. Find which walls are going to look the best behind you. Make sure you have a bed sheet that you could either hang up behind you if you don't have a plain wall. These are all the things that you can do and practice those skills right now while you have the time. And then more than likely during this downtime, you're going to end up with another self-tape and you're going to be able to rock it. Now, the other thing I'm going to say on top of that as well, this is for more theater-ended actors. Now is the time to be thinking about, okay, what are all those shows that I can be in right now that are auditioning frequently? I like to always give the example of like Mamma Mia. Every theater's doing Mamma Mia. Every theater is now starting to do Addams Family, and there's several others. But if there are these shows that you are right for, now is the time to go learn the material and learn the songs. And then you can add them to your books so that when you get the last minute, you need to learn 30 pages. You actually don't really need to learn 30 pages because you've already done the work right now when you have all this extra time. And then going backwards, then you have the self-tape set up from practicing that as well during your I'm thinking it's a vacation. This is not a vacation. I realize this. But when you're at home, you could go and then put that material on video, and then you can already have that in your arsenal for later. Then I would also say this is a great time just to look through new materials. I recently discovered the Piano Tracks app. I know I'm a little late to the party, but there are thousands of songs there, and you could take the time to literally sing through all of them right now and find all the holes in your book. You can fill them all right now. You can learn all that material right now. And then again, when this is crazy is over, you go take a class, you get them coached, and then you have all this new material in your book that you more than likely have said, I just don't have time. I don't have time. Now is the time. Kimberly, hi. Lori, hi. Thank you all for joining me. This is all very exciting. Thank you all for watching. Okay, let's see. We circled back to all that. Oh, and then here, last but not least, I'll give this other piece of the puzzle. A lot of people are constantly like, social media, how do I up my following, all these things. Well, the trick to social media is always posting and engaging. Engaging, yes, you have to do a lot of that on social. At the time you're on social, you have to just engage. But the thing is, right now, when you have all this time, you can be making those posts and then bulk scheduling them. So you can schedule posts like weeks in advance. And if you do that now, and it'll just kind of automatically do that, you can just go in, read your friend's posts, comment, etc., or post when there's something important. But that will also give the opportunity to help level up your social media as well, because now you have the time. And backtracking again, you will have then learned materials for the shows that you could be in, and then you can make the videos using your great self-tape setup, and then you can post them to your social media. So there you go. This is my little consultant hat. I'm putting on. I hope this is all inspiring you. I do a lot of this with my clients because, guys, you got to think outside the box. There is no excuse not to create any momentum right now because you can. It's totally in your control, especially with the internet. Just like me right now, you can just get on and do your thing. Okay. So anyway, that's all I wrote for right now, but I will come back. I hope that this has inspired some of you. This is going to end up being on my Facebook feed. So if you liked this, please share it so that other people see it. I would appreciate that. Okay. And if you missed some of this, go back and watch the beginning. Okay. Bye.